2, 1.
There's the teams. We're all ready to go here. This is 2K4 CTF, and it's game time. I'm kind of X5. This is PUG 1 map 1 of the night. My nuts are frozen in my legs, so I have nothing better to do than cast games all night. We're going to be playing on Maul here. There's the entire map right here. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Like I was saying in the intro here, there's not a whole lot of finesse required. It's basically going to be a big contest to see what team can shoot their internet guns at the other team the best. Typically, it's basically half team deathmatch and half capture the flag. However, there's a little bit of subtle strategy to it, mostly having to do with timing and placement. Pretty much you're going to have a standard formation of 2 defenders, 3 attackers. Really the question is where you put your attackers and your defenders. Most of the time you're going to have 1 or 2 people grabbing. You see Blimpo coming in with a multi-kill right over there. Typically you're going to have two defenders and 3 attackers. Generally you're going to have 1 person primarily grabbing the flag, with the other 2 simply trying to kill the defense and give their runner time to simply run over the hill. Let's go view Failsauce here. He's going to try to sneak in behind and grab and hope to get a kill there. Doesn't get it. 9 with the flag. He's going to hide for a second here. Gets 1. Well, actually, Mwalt's going to kill himself and do him a favor. That's down to 32 health, though. Jumps right over that health. You're going to be getting a lot of relays on this map. Very, very difficult to solo cap on this map, because at some point you're pretty much going to go down. There are pretty much no health packs on this map, and there is absolutely no armor. So a lot of times where teams can run into trouble on this map is if they don't have their translocators out, they don't have anyone dedicated to getting these pickups, and you won't be able to relay, obviously, if you can't get that pickup. And I've seen teams that win the frag battle and are able to outfight the other team, but are not disciplined enough to get these pickups, and that can cost you. It's cost my teams in the past. You see Failsauce pisting to his base. Doesn't have enough health to piston up. He's going to get denied at the entrance, but that's going to give him a pickup, and Blue not able to get in there and get that flag off the stand. So there's the first cap already. Less than 3 minutes into the game here. Kind of surprised we saw one that quickly. We've seen a lot of multi-kills coming out. Like I said, this is going to turn into sort of an offense versus defense sort of team deathmatch situation here. Whichever team's sort of mini team deathmatch squad can win their side is going to give them an advantage. Let's go ahead and follow Bob as he runs out. You can kill the defense like you saw right there, but he's still going to need some help with guarding those cutoffs. Nine's going to get that pick up and go up. Xios got him with a lightning gun on his face. Going to take 1 out, but they just keep coming. Eventually you're going to need some cover to catch up to you. One thing that you won't see in this map is a whole lot of cherry picking, because it's such a small map and it's very, very difficult to lose track of the actual flag carrier. So typically things like that aren't going to do you much good. You're not really going to count on confusing the defense unless you see everybody going straight to one side, like maybe they're, the right side in this case. Saw them all over there trying to sneak up left. But it doesn't take long before they just check out the other side of the map, see you coming up, and cut you off. See Failsauce doing the ball jump up there. You're going to jump to that ball, piston up, get you a little bit of the way. You're sacrificing 20 health. On a map like this, though, you figure you're gonna take so much damage anyway. You might as well be moving quickly while you do it. Let's see if we can get a view of some defenders here. They're going to have a better chance of lasting long enough to give us a couple interesting shots. Go ahead and check out Xios. Going to be playing, looks like his team's Hill. And the last PUG we played, he was on the flag. Typically what you'll have is 1 defender on the flag stand, defending up close with rockets and flak, your sort of up close and personal weapons. And then you'll have another defender trying to just fight and just fight over your team's hill up here. That way they can't just sit back and take sniper shots at your in-base D. What you're going to see Xios do here is, when he knows that his side is clear, he's going to try to push over and help out with his offense. However, when the flag carrier gets out, he's going to turn back around and try to cut him off. Since you're so mobile and this map is so small, you can do a lot of that. You can do a lot of pushing forward and dropping back. You'll see a lot of flag runners getting completely swarmed by the other team's offense as they turn around to cut them off, trying to go over the hill. And that's really what it amounts to on this map is your offense has to make these decisions about whether to try to kill out the enemy defense or turn around and try to cut off the offense. But on such a small map, you can flip back and forth so fast that target acquisition becomes a big skill set on here. They're a big part of your skill set on here, rather. Go ahead and take a look at some of these scores come in. We're already seeing scores in the 50s. Already seeing over a dozen deaths for most people, approaching 20. Not even a quarter of the way in the map. We may see 100 deaths for someone on here. Flag carriers pretty much have to concede that they're going to die 90% of the time that they touch the flag. Actually, make it 99% of the time they touch the flag. However, depending on what these teams tend to do, if you're down a cap or if you really want to be aggressive, you can always push another attacker over, and that often will give you an advantage to at least getting that flag over the hill. So see Xios though having a good run on D. Let's go ahead and see who else we have. D. Looks like Bob's going to be grabbing for blue. He's going to be heading up that hill, doing that little piston jump, trying to outrun the D. Pretty much impossible on this map, but you can try to get closer to that hill and maybe catch some offense, or excuse me, some cover to help you get over. Failsauce now pulling up that shield gun, hoping to get his cover, get some kills. They work it out. Zio's going to get this pickup now. Might see a defensive cap here, but nobody able to get up there for the cover close enough, or in time rather. Watch the other blue defender here. Looks like they actually lost track of the flag here a little bit, or they weren't too concerned about it. So Failsauce now going to get back in his own base. They're going to get that return.
Microphone activated. Microphone muted.
Are they on their stand? There they go. So what you saw there was basically a race to return the flag. They were able to, red team was able to get that return right as their flag carrier is jumping up, and blue simply didn't have time to get another grab. A lot of times on this map, similar to other maps with exposed flag stands like say Xios or Bleak, a lot of times it's as much about when you return the flag as whether you're able to. It's very, very easy to jump in here and get this flag moving off the stand. You'll see a lot of emergency grabs that don't last more than 5 seconds. But if you can jump out at that base, all of a sudden the defense has to move out there and take that out before they have a chance to cap. And no one able to do that on blue there, but we will probably see more denials in the future coming up. See Blimpo running the flag. I believe he's been playing more of the offensive role on the enemy hill, dueling up there and trying to take out the friendly, enemy flag D. That's what we see him doing right about now. Looks like he's outnumbered there though. As 9 takes him out with the shock ball. We'll go ahead and stick with him, that we can get a little bit of consistency going here. And what you're going to see is a lot of these duels happening on the that given side's shock rifle pickup, simply because that's where people are going to naturally gravitate, being the only weapon towards the middle of the map. It's going to be your natural route over the map. You can use that to your advantage. If you're trying to run the flag, you might run up the opposite side and just force the defense to come up and try to take you out with whatever weapon they can catch on the way, and at least you'll deny them that shock rifle. One little sort of, like I say, minor sort of subtle strategic variation you can use there. Although most of the time, a lot of the flag runs you see on this map are going to be instinctive. They're pretty much going to be grabbing, immediately taking a look at what they can survey, and then just sort of running based on that and switching up based on the pure instinct in the heat of the moment. Really, running the flag on this map is almost like returning a punt in football, because the entire team sees exactly where you are, and they're going to spread out and try to flank you, and it's really just a matter of ducking and diving and hoping you get a couple blocks. Let's go see where red flag's going now. Well, not anywhere very fast. See if we can catch. I think PB is going to be the hill defense for. No, he's going to be offense for red. Running on that hill, kind of like what we saw Blimpo doing for blue. And he's going to be pretty much just running around and trying to disrupt as much as possible. Or that's getting a shot on the in-base D for blue, so that his flag carrier can kill him with one little splash damage shot from a rocket or something. Or harassing their hill defense to try to get him taken down. See both flags out now. Not sure how far the red flag has moved, but the blue flag is going up the hill. They've got both defenders tied up here. You see now they've opted, rather than standing near their flag carrier and like doing close cover, they actually pushed up and got right in between the defense and they got right in between the defense and their flag carrier. We saw a double denial on the stick there. Let's cover Mwalt here as you see the chaos going on inside that flag room. See Failsauce able to pick that one up. Still going to have it. Their team able to get that return. And right now what I'm seeing is every time red gets the flag back to their base, blue hasn't been able to extend their flag runs long enough to allow them to get that return. Typically, you can pretty much bet that your flag's going to be in the enemy base at least a dozen or so times in this map, especially if they're playing 3 completely full aggressive offense. Looks like they're just not able to get these runs going, and blue defense, red defense, give them a lot of credit. They've been keeping this under control so that their team can come into a clean base, which is very, very difficult on this map. You see red now, they're pushing a bunch over, trying to get something going. Down by 3, just past the halfway point of this map. They're going to need to be a little bit more aggressive. This is one of those maps where you can do that, though. You can pull one of your defenders. Nice telefrag coming in by Xios. You can pull one of your defenders and have them push over on offense, and the map is so small, you're not losing all that much, because while you may concede a flag grab, they can always turn around and have a pretty good chance at cutting off the flag carrier, since there's only 2 paths through mid. It's not as though you're a big, complex map where if you drop someone off of, or push someone up off of defense, you're going to lose track of flag carriers. Xios coming in with that link gun, very effective on this map. In fact, Mini and Link are probably a bit more effective on this map than most others, simply because there is so little health on the map and absolutely no armor that you know no one's going to really be able to last very long under that sustained damage. A lot of other maps, you never know, someone might be coming in with 125, 150 health, maybe some armor, and that link gun all of a sudden is going to take 10 or 12 seconds to take them down. On this map, even if you only get a few ticks worth of damage on them, you know you're taking them about halfway down as it is. So sometimes it's actually a safer bet for taking out a flag carrier than trying to do this spike damage with your flag primaries or your lightning gun coming out. See, Xios seems to know, yeah, they have a beat on that flag carrier. He's kind of dancing around. Blue not going anywhere with that flag. And you see what they're doing here is they're trying to time this return. They know that blue's going to be trying to take their flag, deny them a cap, so they're waiting for it, and he's going to see if he can time that return right as he comes up the hill. But of course they did get their flag, or blue did get their flag returned here, so it's going to be a moot point. But that is the strategy, and that's exactly how you want to play this map, because if you just return your flag instantly, you can pretty much expect the other team to be all over it. Although blue has had trouble doing that. Red's been keeping this base relatively clear now. Go ahead and see 9 taking some shots. He's seeing 3 red on his screen, so he's got shots coming out all over the place for him. Being patient for that flag carry, but he's gonna get shocked in the face for his trouble. However, you do see the blue offense turning around to cut off that big fight over the gap in the wall right there. Blue able to win that battle. However, they are running low on time. Only 7 minutes left. And Blimpo now doing a good job of taking out these blue defenders as they try to chase his flag carrier. Seen him going a couple sprees doing that, and PB with another double kill coming in. So let's go see if we can check this flag. Well, it looks like Stahl able to get that return. Sorry, I missed it. Looked like it may have been an attempted piston back into base, or maybe just got knocked into his base. So I mean, blue still in this one, but they are going to need to be more aggressive. They're going to need to find a way to get that red flag into their base more. They're getting it into mid, but they're not getting it very far. They're not getting it into their base, and forcing red to jump in there and make those clutch grabs and clutch returns on the stand. We've seen red do just that, put the pressure on blue, and blue unable to get either of those things. They've gotten a couple clutch returns, but more than half the time that they've gotten back to base, they've turned it into caps and converted that. Got both flags going down now. We'll go ahead and view 9 playing some defense. Looks like he's playing the sort of classic style, playing on top of the base with that lightning gun. The advantage to that is you'll basically have infinite ammo for your sniper. The disadvantage is you have much less cover than playing in base. You see, in cover there you have that sort of chest high wall that helps guard you a little bit. Another advantage, of course, of playing up top is that you'll be able to have a better top-down perspective for sniping people who do grab the flag, and statistically speaking, I believe it'll make it a little bit more likely to get a headshot, although I don't know how significant that would be. You know, sometimes it helps a little bit. I know one of the strategies I like to use on this map was whenever I was trying to chase down a flag carrier, I would simply translocate way up into the air, and then look down and try to hit them with a lightning gun, because the idea being if I hit them, you know, there'd be a better chance of getting a headshot. or if nothing else, there's less chance of getting disrupted or having cover get in our way because I was, you know, about 100 feet in the air. Of course, the downside of that strategy is you tend to take fall damage whenever you land, so you just kind of have to hope you don't die instantly. See, blue flag constantly moving, although they have been able to keep it on their side in the last few minutes, which is at least giving their offense a chance to come over to a clean side. However, red may have just been dropping a little bit more defense here, and that could be the reason for that. Failsauce getting a little bit of cover from Blimpo. Let's go ahead and get a camera on him if we can. And see what he's doing is, again, rather than trying to stand up close to his flag carrier and get any pickups and cover from close range, he's actually opting to hold down the other side of the map and try to kill people, try to cut off flag carriers. And that can be very effective on this map if you know that you're going to have your other attacker right up close on your flag runner. Because otherwise, there's no chance of you getting any kind of returns there. Or excuse me, getting any kind of pickups there, and every death is just going to result in a return. But it looks like they've got that communication worked out. You see Stahl and Blimpo dueling on the hill, doing a good job of distracting. You don't necessarily have to get these kills here. If you can distract one of the enemy team's defenders at the whole time, then you're pretty much doing your job as cover on this map. Because if you can leave a 2-on-1 with your flag carrier and their other cover, you're usually going to win that. If nothing else, you're giving your team a good chance. So you see Failsauce going out, no cover in sight. He's able to get one kill with the flak, but he's going to be outnumbered on this hill as he tries to go over. Well, maybe not. Blue's not really cutting him off. Looks like the blue team just content to own the red side of the map, but they're not really controlling the flags here. So there you go. You finally see the return coming in there.
3 minutes left.
See Bob pushing up the 3-minute warning. You can cap really quickly in this map, but given that blue's been pitching a shutout so far, red's been pitching a shutout so far, blue's going to need to make it start happening right now. They are in good position. He can actually piston into his base, but he gets taken out, and flat coming in, Bob with a multi-kill, getting that return. That doesn't quite seal it, but that was a very important kill right there because blue was within striking distance. They could have pistoned right back into their base to cap right there, because the pickup right there gave the guy, I think he had 79 health, so had a good chance there. I will say this, blue has been much more successful on offense and defense in the second half of this game. Right as I say that, of course, red coming right back into their base, although they're getting taken out by blue. Blue has controlled their flag a lot better. And they have been getting the red flag moving. They've just had trouble getting it over that hill. They've been getting it up, they've been getting about the halfway point, and they seem to just run out of players. And that typically means that red has simply been out fragging them. Like I say, this kind of turns into one or two big team deathmatch battles. And I think red's just been winning them. We'll take a look at the scoreboard real quick, and you see, well, other than the flag carrier, you see most of the red team winning that frag battle, winning the net count. You see significantly more deaths. It doesn't show a total, but you add them up, you'll see significantly more deaths for the blue team than for the red team. And that's sort of the downside of this map, especially if you're a team that, you know, has more finesse, more sneaky or speed-oriented flag runners maybe. It's kind of hard to overcome simply being outshot on this map. It's not impossible, but more often than not, you're going to be able to, whoever has just the most brute force fighting ability is going to be able to bully their way through this map. So you do see denial on the stand there. However, both flags go back. With 1 minute remaining, that's going to just about do it. So let's go ahead and flip through these numbers. Going to see a whole lot of damage coming out for people. A whole lot of shots taken. Often many headshots in this map, especially if someone just happens to have a ton of lightning gun shots. Well, you see it PB with 207 LG shots and 11 headshots, compared to, what is that? Oh, never mind. He's got 15 total hits with every other weapon. He shot 207 sniper shots. It doesn't even show how many he hit because he's taking up so many spots in the UT comp stats. So it gives you an idea of the kind of map you're having here. It's going to be pretty much an aimer's paradise, and that's just Maul for you. And in this case, Red was able to outshoot the blue team.
Flawless victory.